All right, good morning, everyone. This is Andrew Kren with the National Weather Service here in Raleigh, here to give you your routine Thursday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. This is going to cover the period today through next Wednesday, March 25th through the 31st. Looking at our upcoming weather pattern. So today and tonight, we have kind of like a surface warm front located to our south today. That's going to be moving north tonight, and that's going to bring in some chance for some showers, primarily across the triad later today and tonight. Before that moves through, temperatures will get into the 70s this afternoon, but there's going to be a lot of high clouds. You've probably noticed some of the clouds already today. That's going to pretty much remain socked in for most of the day today. A cold front is going to be advancing through tomorrow, and that's going to bring a threat of some isolated storms in the afternoon. Some of those could be strong to severe. That's more, at this point, we think it's more of a conditional type of threat. Some areas may not see much of a thunderstorm threat. We think the primary threat is going to be along and east of Interstate 95. And some of those could produce some locally strong wind gusts. Looks to be the primary threat there. On Saturday, we get sort of a brief reprieve from the precipitation. It's going to remain mild through Sunday. So even though the cold front kind of moves through Friday evening, we're going to remain mild through Sunday. Another cold front with some rain showers and eventual thunderstorms look to approach again late Saturday, especially Sunday afternoon and Sunday night into early next week. High pressure will then be settling in by early next week, Monday. That'll spell some drier conditions and some more seasonal temperatures in the 60s and 70s. And it looks like towards the latter half of next week, we could see a return chance for some thunderstorms. But that looks, at this particular point, it looks like Thursday into Friday of next week. I just want to talk about, we may see some potential record highs on Friday when in advance of the cold front coming through tomorrow afternoon. These are our forecast high temperatures across central North Carolina. You can see across the triad, we're expecting highs close to around 80 to the low 80s, potentially some mid and upper 80s over the triangle and across the coastal plain. Now, we went back and looked at what the record highs were for March 26th, and the record highs for Greensboro, Raleigh, and Fayetteville, they all occurred on the same day in 1929 for March 26th. Greensboro's record high was 86, Raleigh 87, and Fayetteville was 89. So we're not forecasting record highs, but we are very close to those records. So it's going to be a relatively warm day tomorrow, along with that chance for some isolated storms. So if you have a chance to get outside and enjoy the weather, take advantage of it. This is the accumulated precipitation through the next 7 days, courtesy of the Weather Prediction Center, WPC. We're expecting some light precipitation amounts over the region today and tomorrow, primarily, as I mentioned before, with the warm front moving north. The main chance is going to be some higher amounts possible with some thunderstorms tomorrow, again, primarily along and east of Interstate 95. As we go into Saturday, we have sort of a break, but some light precipitation will move back in Saturday night into early Sunday. Generally, less than a half inch expected for that time frame. Some more widespread rain is expected Sunday and Sunday night, and that's with another cold front. We do expect some drier weather early next week, but it looks to become more unsettled towards the latter half of next week. From WPC, the excessive rainfall outlook for the next 3 days, we are not expecting any risk for flash flooding, so that is good news. Going into the severe thunderstorm potential, we kind of hinted at this a little bit earlier. We're not expecting any severe potential today. Most of that will remain across western North Carolina, across eastern Tennessee, On Friday tomorrow, we do have a marginal risk for some isolated storms in the afternoon to early evening hours. Some of those could be strong to severe, but again, that's going to be primarily along and east of Interstate 95. On Saturday, thunderstorms are possible Saturday night, but the threat of severe, again, should remain west of us in the mountains and over Tennessee. And you're probably wondering about Sunday, because we talked about that earlier with another cold front. This is the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for the next 8 days from today through next Thursday. And there actually is a pretty high risk of some severe storms across the Mississippi and Alabama today. That's with the low pressure that's going to bring a cold front into our area tomorrow. We have the marginal risk on Friday, just some general thunder on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we are highlighted as a potential threat for some severe thunderstorms. Time frame on Sunday looks to be from the afternoon to the evening hours. And then next week, we are not expecting anything to be severe at this point. Going into the 8 to 14 day outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center. Overall, the long range pretty much favors below normal precipitation and near normal temperatures. So nothing extreme expected over the next 8 to 14 days. All right, just to close it out, here's our weather summary. We are expecting mild conditions to persist through Sunday. Potential some record highs for tomorrow with temperatures well into the 80s. Rain showers will be across the triad today and tonight. But we can't rule out a couple sprinkles across the triangle later today, but most of that activity should remain across the triad. We have two cold fronts approaching Friday and Sunday to bring the threat of some showers and storms, some of those which could be strong to severe. High pressure will be settling in early next week, and that will bring drier and more seasonal temperatures, along with precipitation likely not returning after that until late in the period next week. For the marginal risk for tomorrow, some of those storms we think will be primarily along and east of Interstate 95. Time frame for that, we're looking at potentially in the triad in the mid to late morning hours, in the triangle, probably late morning, early afternoon, and across the southeast, primarily between 2 and 3 o'clock, potentially as 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The threat of severe storms will also exist Sunday afternoon and evening across all of central North Carolina.